Welcome to Math with the Morgans. I'm Jonathan Morgan.
And I'm not
Michelle.
Morgan. I'm Michelle.
Yeah.
But today we are talking about substitution.
Yeah.
Substitution is a replacement and or fill-in, which I am, for the variable, who is Morgan Pittman.
Wait a minute, are you trying to substitute for me?
I am. Tag, you're it. Yay!
All right, let's try this again, Mr.
All right.
Morgan.
Welcome to
Math with the Morgans.
I'm Jonathan Morgan.
I'm Morgan Pittman.
And welcome to today's lesson.
Miss Michelle already told us it's on substitution.
Yes.
She just showed us a great example of how that works.
Yeah,
I think.
that was great.
So the cool thing about substitution in math, it's the exact same thing it is in real life. It's a replacement. So if you look right there, Mr. Morgan, it is a replacement
Or a fill-in, right?
Yep.
So we're going to be substituting what we know the value of x here. So we know that x is equal to 6. So that means every time I see an x, what am I going to put in its place?
We're going to use a 6.
A 6. So one thing that I like to do, Miss Pittman, is I like to put parentheses whenever I substitute. So, and that's going to help us, especially next year in 7th grade. So one thing that we're going to do here is just do a 6 minus 2.
So why are you doing that? Why'd you put the 6 in parentheses?
Because this is the whole value. I'll go ahead and tell you next year you'll be dealing with negatives. So, but this year you won't. But for right now, just go ahead and put that parenthesis in here because that means it's the whole group of 6, the whole value of 6. So now we have 6 minus 2, which is 4. So the value of this expression is 4.
That's like kindergarten math?
Almost, yeah. Pretty simple. So,
Right.
do you want to do the next one?
Sure, I'll take
Yeah.
one. I'm going to make mine a little bit more challenging.
Yeah. We're following this anchor chart here.
So, Mr. Morgan, let me ask you this, just as a review.
Right.
What is this part of this expression called?
That is a variable.
Very good. And what is the 2?
Is that a coefficient?
Starts with a C,
It
but
starts with a C, but it's a constant.
Constant.
Because it's by itself. There's nothing around it. I mean, there's a subtraction, but there's nothing attached to this 2. So it has to be a constant, and it never stays, and it always stays the same. So
all right, so mine looks a little different.
Oh,
What do
boy.
I have, Mr. Morgan?
that is multiplication. So you have a 5 stuck to that variable, which is the x.
And I like to say they're co-working, they're working together.
So that means that the 5 is the coefficient, right?
Right. And then x is our variable, 3 is our constant. All right, so I'm going to use the same parentheses like Mr. Morgan did. 5, parentheses 6, because I'm substituting it in, minus 3. Now, when you are substituting, then you need to start following the order of operations.
Yes.
So, right here on our anchor chart, you should already see that. It says, use the order of operations to solve. So, looking right here, I see that I have multiplication. Multiplication comes before subtraction. So, Mr. Morgan, 5 times 6.
That would be 30.
Bring down the minus and the 3. 30 minus 3.
Is 27. And if you notice this right here, if there's no operation in between these two, the default operation in algebra is multiplication. So we know this right here is going to be multiplication.
All right, I'm going to write you another one, Mr.
All
Morgan.
right, let's see it.
42 over x.
Oh boy. Well, let's see here. I know x is equal to 6, so I know that this expression is going to be equal to 42 over 6. Correct?
Yep.
I'm going to put my parentheses there.
That looks like a fraction.
Yeah, but we know that fractions is basically division, correct? We go from the top to the bottom, so 42 divided by 6 would be
7.
so equals 7. So that is how the substitution method works.
So really, once you substitute, you actually have a very simple equation or
Right.
expression to solve.
And don't forget to follow these order of operations that we learned earlier in the school year.
Right.
So, but that's substitution right there.
That's it. I hope this was a help to you.
We'll see you on the flip side. See ya.